Before I go, I would just like to make one more very important point that, does away with, this contrary belief that a lot of these celebrities have sold their soul to the devil for fame and fortune. I would first like to say that you people should, do your own research and stop taking at face value what you hear on, these so-called truther channels, because a lot of people that put up those videos or do those blogs and sites, they're actually, I would say, paid shields, hired detractors, or disinfo agents or double agents or controlled opposition. They're basically doing this. They tell you it's plastic surgery, or they sold their soul to the devil or whatever, but they basically do that because, and a lot of them is clones themselves, like Alex Jones, and someone told me the other day he may have been, he might be a guy named Bill Hicks, so they may just hire a lookalike put in his place, but still, these individuals, because you can't be in a position of power, fame, and fortune, whatever, and be a real person, because if you are, you're eventually, going to be sacrificed to Satan and replaced with a cloned replica of yourself and put right back out there in society as if nothing happened. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of these people, it's one thing if you had a choice in the matter, but a lot of these people were born into this, so they really didn't have a choice in the matter. And I would really appreciate if you people wouldn't debate me about this thing, because, God showed it to me. He said they're with me now, and I pulled them out of there before, the Illuminati. The Illuminati is basically Satan. It's not even, the entertainment industry isn't run by real people, and the real people are slowly but surely becoming extinct. That's why I call it, a silent holocaust or a secret genocide or something. Because, they're slowly but surely eliminating the real, naturally born human beings that, were created in God's image, and replacing them with these clones, these satanic, demonic clones. And what this means is basically because the reason why this happened, because Satan, he hates mankind. And, he also hates the original celebrities because, I'll call them celebrities because I don't really know what else to call them. He hates them because, not only were a lot of them very attractive and very talented, and that happened to remind Satan of what he used to have and what was taken away from him before he was kicked out of heaven. When he was kicked out of heaven. And that's why when he, replaced the real person and gets rid of them, God gives him permission because, God takes his children out of here before, a lot, and most, if not all of these people were God's children. And I'm talking about the original person because, they always had a godly presence about them when they were alive. And, their eyes were full of life, and their expressions were full of joy, love, and expectancy and stuff. And they always look happy, and no matter, and I'm pretty sure they suffered throughout their lives because of the, satanic ritual abuse, the monarch mind control, and, the programming and stuff, the trauma-based, occult-based programming they had to go through. But, it didn't affect their countenance any. And, Satan, only thing I can conclude is, that kind of joy comes from the Lord, according to the Bible. No matter what the devil and the devil's crowd do to, a child of God, they still come out on top. And I guess Satan's mad because, and he's trying to make us forget about the original person, because that's one less person keeping him company in hell. And, he hates that eats him up. And he's lost a lot of his members over to God. So I would just like to put you people's, people's worries at ease, and don't try to prop up, the clones and stuff, because, they're not making it into heaven. God's going to destroy all these artificial life forms that, have been brought about by Satan and stuff. And it's that more time goes by, they all look less and less like the original person. They're less talented, less charismatic, and they look fake and stuff. They're also less and less attractive. And the original will always, be better because, they were created by God, designed by God Himself. God is the perfect designer. They will always be better than the clones that took their places. You people don't have to worry. I mean, worry about the real Katy, because she's with the Lord now. And if you belong to God and you're a Christian and stuff, I mean, you're gonna see these people again. I mean, I'm telling you, people, please let Hollywood go. I mean, the entertainment industry and these other Babylonian worldly systems, they're of the devil, and God, according to His word, He's going to destroy them one day. And Hollywood and Los Angeles, according to the book of Revelation, chapter 16, is one of the Babylons. It's going to be destroyed with an earthquake. And there's 3 major fault lines that runs through that place, and it's going to break off and sink into the waves of Pacific Ocean, and because it's honeycombed. And the real Katy Perry was from California, and she's gone now. She's deceased, and God took him back home, because these people, I'm gonna be honest, the original persons, whether before they were famous or after they famous, they always felt that they never fit in or anything, and shortly after they were gone. I mean, they always thought that they were too good for and too wholesome, too upright for a place such as Hollywood. And God taking them out of that situation, it's a type of God removing His bride, and there is such thing as pre-tribulation rapture, by the way. So it's a type of God removing, snatching His bride out of the earth in a rapture before tribulation, which is the worst time ever in human history that's ever been. And He's going to leave everybody else behind that wasn't saved. And this includes these clones that they just have a physical body and perhaps a spirit, and but for the most part it's just empty shells or soulless vessels that are inhabited by demon spirits. And that's why they have such a sinister appearance. Because however you are on the outside, however you are on the inside, it usually reflects on your outer appearance. And like I said before, picture, see, it's worth 1,000 words. It says, it says what words never can. And as you can see here, here's a major difference. And you notice that the fake Katy Perry has never been blonde. I mean, the handlers had this thing, the record label and stuff, because, they control everything. And they're not even real people that control the label and the management and stuff. And that's the reason these individuals that's one reason these individuals have no control over their lives whatsoever, is because there's basically demons running the whole thing, running these clone bodies and stuff. Another thing I would like to point out about clones and stuff, they not only have weak neck muscles, which is why their heads are often tilted to the side. They also have weak eye muscles. I mean, on the original person, their eyes are usually very, they're focused, and they're clear and focused, but the eyes on the clones they're not only uneven, like her eyes are even, and she looks straight into the camera, she looks straight at you, and her expression is sincere. And also take note of the fact that the chin is pointier, the face is round, but the face on the imposter is long and thin, and the chin is also longer and more square, and the dimples are more like pronounced or something. But other than that, the skin looks like either wax, like plastic, wax, rubber, or medical grade silicone, and it's not normal for a natural human being, a real person. I mean, no individual, no person that God makes looks like this. And also notice that the neck is thinner as well and a little bit longer. Somebody said, well, it's because she grew up. I mean, you people these people keep growing and growing and growing throughout their life, but it doesn't happen. You stop growing when you reach adulthood. And it doesn't make the size and the shape of the skull, and as well as the bones throughout the face and the body change either. It doesn't make them morph like it does. And also notice on the right about the eyes. The imposter on the right, the eyes look hazy and unfocused, and the eyes aren't even. One eye is larger than the other, and this is typically one of the many deformities that happens to individuals that aren't human. Even though this individual is looking into the camera, it doesn't seem like it's looking into the camera. And also they have lazy eye muscles because one eye looks straight ahead seemingly, but it seems like the other eye looks in the other direction. And I've seen this with clones so many times that it's not even funny. And it looks like they're high or drugged out or spaced out or something, but the real person looks normal. It sure is good to be going to heaven because I won't have to worry about this kind of, these artificial life forms. And I'm looking at them and saying, wonder which clone I'm looking at today. I'm looking at clone number 1, clone number 2, or am I looking at batch number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Because God's not the author of confusion. At least when I look at that person in heaven, the real person, I won't have to wonder which one it is. I won't have to play that game as, a lot of y'all remember, the game that I saw that, I used to play during childhood called Where's Waldo. I won't have to play that game in heaven because God's not the author of confusion. And plus, the original person, I look at them and I usually, say to myself, I said, man, I sure wouldn't mind sharing heaven, my heavenly abode with this individual. But the clones, on the other hand, no. If they gonna make heaven, I'd rather go to hell. And you people may think I'm being mean, but I'm not, because these aren't even real people. And this is the kind of trash and garbage and nonsense and foolishness that God's gonna rid the earth of. But this time it's gonna be by fire, because last time during the flood, God did it by water, and part of the reason He did that was because of all of the, the hybrid species and stuff, DNA come from DNA splicing, and because of all the clones and stuff, He had just, clean the earth off of that, rid the earth of all of this stuff. If there's no further ado, I'm about to close this down, and I guess I'll speak with you people next time on this subject. I love you all, and I love you enough to tell the truth, even if it hurts your feelings, because we're all going to face God one day, and that includes myself. And I not only want God to be proud of me, but when I go to heaven, I want to shine as the brightness of stars. I want to be a celebrity up there and have fame and riches up there, not on this earth. This is not going to happen down here, because, Satan is in charge of all of that. I want the original persons to admire me and say, well, thank God that, you follow God's will for your life and, spoke up for us, because, we were unable to do this. Because we were silenced, back when we were alive. We wanted too much heavy mind control to, expose this stuff. By the time we did, they killed us, they took us out. So, be blessed, people. God bless you, and Godspeed.